Hey everybody, it's Karen. I want to talk to you about this whole thing, this alcoholism, and if you're living with an alcoholic. You know, I am an alcoholic addict, and I've lived with alcoholics and addicts, and I just want to talk about it. I was talking to someone today, and I was so proud of her. She's been navigating this alcoholism, with her husband, and he is drinking, and he's drinking a lot. And it's really, I'm so proud of her. She's really navigated this well. It's a very difficult situation. All of them are difficult situations, aren't they? They're all different, but they're all the same. She has small children involved, and she has just really got a lot on her plate, and she is doing it, and I'm so proud of her. I really am. I'm so proud of her. And but it brought to my mind how difficult it is to be with an alcoholic, how they really push your buttons. Like when they're laying in bed drinking, especially with this pandemic. If you're wondering why your alcoholic or addict is worse, it's because of the pandemic right now. Especially, like for instance, if your husband is the breadwinner and all of a sudden there's no work, the fear is going to be too much. They're going to drink. It's going to be like a drinking 24 hours a day. Oh my God, there's a prettiest little hummingbird right next to me. Oh, anybody that knows me knows I think that's a sign from God. As long as he doesn't buzz me in the head. Oh, God. Did you hear him? Shit. He's like bombing me. Anyway, wow, maybe that was God getting my attention. So anyway, the thing about alcoholics and addicts is, especially if we're laying in bed and we're drinking 24/7, and you're wondering, okay, what is going on, right? Why am I doing all the work? Why am I doing everything? Get up, right? Get out of bed. Do something, right? And tempers start running short. And I want you to know that I know this, but I'm going to tell you something. If you're living with an alcoholic addict, I don't care what phase it is, you've just started Al-Anon, you've been going to Al-Anon for a while, you have been going to Al-Anon for a long time, you've never even heard of Al-Anon, whatever it is, until you kind of learn what this is about, you need to be careful, okay? You need to be careful, especially if you and your alcoholic are not getting along. If it looks like things are not going to end well and that you're going to have to leave, you're going to want to remember that this person is very ill, okay? And you might get really aggravated and you might pop off and even hit him. Slap him in the face. You know what I mean? You just might slap him. They just can't take it anymore, right? And they're saying stuff and they're being horrible and maybe abusive and they're drunk. And you want to be careful, okay? Let's just be practical. Don't hit anybody. Don't lose your cool, because they're going to call the police and you're going to go to jail. Do you understand me? That's not going to help your kids to lose your cool. So how do you keep your cool when you're dealing with someone who's really sick? First thing, you're going to detach from them. You need to get some help. You need to go to Al-Anon. I don't care if you like Al-Anon or not. If you don't like Al-Anon, try Nar-Anon. Same message, same idea, right? You are powerless over this alcoholism. If you don't know what you're dealing with, somebody else contacted me and we're having a hard time connecting, someone from Texas. And I want you to go ahead. You should go to my website, KarenGardner.com, and you should look at a webinar. I've done an in-depth webinar, easy to understand, classic, drawing a picture for you. I'm explaining in detail what alcoholism is, so you know what you're dealing with and why the person is not able to get sober or stay sober at this time, right? And what your part is. What are you going to have to do? If you understand the person's sick, don't fight with them. Don't engage them, okay? Don't think you can convince them. If they're drunk, now it's a really good time I'm doing this weekend, because I'm doing this today because it's about that time. It's Monday. The barbecue's over. People are coming home from the river. The drinking's about, you know, it's just about there. People are tired, and the people that aren't drinking are worn out. Their alcoholic has just drugged them through a hell of a weekend. Disengage, okay? Breathe, disconnect. This is a sick person you're dealing with. You're not going to solve everything tonight. Just relax, okay? You're going to need to seek some help for yourself, Al-Anon or Nar-Anon. I do a lot of videos and vlogs and writings and blogs about this. Check out my website. I will talk to you on the phone. If you go to my Facebook page, Karen Lynn Gardenier, L-Y-N, Karen, L-Y-N Gardenier, you can actually reserve like 30 minutes, an hour with me. Tell me when you want to meet with me, okay? And we'll talk. I'll help you with this. This is crazy stuff, but I don't want anyone to get hurt. If things get brutal and they get out of hand, and you're not the one that's acting out, they're acting out, you need to get away from them, okay? You know, I have another very, very dear friend who's relapsed recently, and I love her. She's like a sister to me. And she called me, and, you know, she was drinking and passed out and left something on the stove and almost burnt down their building. And they're talking about charges, you know, all that. It's serious. This is serious stuff. You don't want to mess around with this, okay? If you are struggling from alcoholism and you're afraid for your own safety, you need to get some help. I can help you find help. If you have insurance, call the back of your insurance card, the 800 number, and tell them you need help. They will tell you where to go, right? There's a lot of ways to get help. Just show up in an AA meeting, tell them you need help, right? Lots of help. If you're a codependent and you're in this weird situation, if you or your children in danger, you need to call for help. You'll need a shelter. You need to go somewhere if you're in physical danger. This is not a joke. It's not a joke. And you want to be careful, because a lot of people say, well, if he lays hands on me, I'm going to just smack him one. Well, you don't want to do that, because you don't want to go to jail. Okay? So you really have to be careful, and especially during these holidays, right now especially, because it's not a normal holiday. It's not a holiday when everyone's having a great time. People are on edge, right? People, even if you just got out for the first time, other people are pissed off because you don't have a mask on, or you're pissed off because they don't have a mask on, and everyone's on edge. People are out of money, right? They've lost their jobs, and it's a difficult time. So you want to keep your head down, okay? Everybody needs to just, let's look for some help. But in the meantime, let's not make it worse. No hitting, no slapping, no big scenes, no scenes in front of the children. Children don't need it. Take it down a notch. Just relax. There's help available. If you need help, contact me. I will help you find help in your area. Right now, there's help on Zoom everywhere. Okay, so we can get you some help. Whether you're the alcoholic, the addict, the same goes for the alcoholic. If you're drinking and your spouse is pissing you off, do not hit them. Do not hit anybody. This only makes the problem worse. And most people have kids around, and there's kids. Let's not do that this weekend. Everyone keep their cool, right? Ooh, there's that hummingbird. Oh my gosh. I guess that's a sign from God that yes, we're supposed to be saying that. Keep your cool, okay? Ask God for some help. Thanks, guys. Bye.